Christophe MASSON, the CEO of Cosmetic Valley France. First of all, I would like to welcome the success of the Cosmetic and Beauty Expo MASSON event and to wish you the best for this whole event. I would like also to sincerely thank the association IBITA for allowing us to speak on this occasion and to present the international network Global Cosmetic Cluster and to introduce you the trends of the European market. Julien, my colleague, who is Market Intelligence Director of Cosmetic Valley, will present you this topic in a second part. Cosmetic Valley is a French association that gathers the whole value chain of the perfumery and cosmetic sector in France since 1994. In a few words, the French cosmetic sector is made of 3,200 companies, and it is the second largest contributor to France's trade balance, which shows that it's a very important industry for our economy. For many years, Cosmetic Valley has been developed a bilateral partnership internationally with cosmetic clusters and associations. 5 years ago, we initiated an international dynamic, building the first step of Global Cosmetic Cluster. This year, in April, this internationally network of cosmetic cluster made the choice to create an official association. It has been with great pleasure that we welcomed as a member the association IBITA to actively represent South Korea in this international network. How can we talk about cosmetic and not mention South Korea? IBITA, as the first South Korean member, shares the ambition of Global Cosmetic Cluster, which already brings together 18 members from 15 countries around the world. About the vision of Global Cosmetic Cluster, what we want to do is, of course, to develop international collaboration between clusters, develop the share of good practice. We want it also to be the gateway for SMEs to internationalization, and we want Global Cosmetic Cluster to be the international reference for cosmetic expertise. Benefits from this association are both for the cluster, of course, but also for the companies that are inside this cluster. A few days ago, we were meeting all of our Global Cosmetic Cluster in Paris in the framework of Cosmetics 360 exhibition. We had our annual meeting. South Korea was well represented by IBITA, of course, but also by some companies that were exhibitors at our trade show. Next year should be the year we will be able to meet in real. We would love to count on our international collaboration to organize a European mission to South Korea during the first semester of next year in the framework of Global Cosmetic Cluster Europe. And of course, we want to keep our strong partnership. We will be very happy to welcome you again next year at Cosmetics 360 in 1 year to promote our innovation and to create again some partnership between our countries. So I want to thank you again, and now Julien will give you the second part of the talk.
Hello, I'm Julien from France, and let me introduce you some beauty trends about our country. First of all, a little overview of our country within Europe. France is the second market in terms of volume by country in Europe, just behind Germany with 11.4 billion euros. And we are ahead of United Kingdoms, whereas we have the same population of United Kingdom and less population than Germany. Then let me show you that France is the world leader in export of cosmetics and fragrance products with nearly 18 billion turnover, which this time is in dollars to compare the countries worldwide. We are 5 billion ahead of United States, 7 billion ahead of Germany, and so on. So France is really betting on export to be the world leader. Now our country, the breakdown of category by product in our country. The first market is skincare with 28%. Then comes toiletries with 27%. After that, there is hair care, 18%, and fragrance with 30.7%. And the last one is makeup with 12%. The French retail is mostly organized, distributed with supermarkets with 45%. Then organic retails so organic is more about natural product, but in a very specific label certified to be organic. So it's 21%. Pharmacy is 12%. Internet is only 11%, and perfumery is 7%. So how has the pandemic influenced retail in France? There was a digital shift towards e-commerce. E-commerce has grown from 43% from 2020 to 2021, and it was more growth than the year before, which is only 10%. Only also beauty boxes, which rose 10% during this year, with an average spending of 22 euros, and some brands like Blissim, New, and Big Moustache leading the way. Another trend is in retail which is growing is homemade DIY cosmetics, with specialist retailer called MASSON, which has grown 29% during the year, an increase, much more increase than the last year, with 8%, and an average spending of 35 euros. What does drive the French purchasing decision? First of all, the product price with 72%. Then clean ingredients. We are very concerned about clean ingredients and not having parabens, silicones. Then the third criteria is efficacy, brand. Just after that, we have brand reputation, the certification, as I mentioned before, about green cosmetics and organic cosmetics, the corporate social responsibility of the brand, and other consumer opinion that you share with friends. And the least part is the packaging. So now let me talk about the latest retail trends. First of all, there is bulk cosmetics and refill. In France, bulk products worth in 2020 1.3 billion, excluding food. And it's estimated that by 2022, it will be 3.2 billion euros. At least 40% of French people have purchased bulk products in 1990. On the top of that, there is a climate law, which is imposing 20% of surface dedicated to bulk in retail by 2030. Another trend, also in the green cosmetics, because in France we are very concerned by green cosmetics, it is waterless. Waterless is echoing to French consumers because it's zero waste. And for example, solid cosmetics like shampoo or skincare, these cosmetics are water activated, so there is no transported water. And for example, in terms of supply chain, one truck of solid shampoo carries as much as washings and 15 trucks of liquid shampoo. That's why the carbon footprint and the water footprint of this waterless product is much more important. Is less important than the carbon footprint and water footprint of liquid product. So that's another trend that French are very concerned about. Here are about the few trends about cosmetics and fragrances in France, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.